Good morning. It is December the 22nd, so Vlogmas day 22, almost podcast 22, although I missed a few days, so apologies for that. We're getting really close to Christmas, which is great because Christmas is fun, but I've really quite enjoyed doing these every morning and having a little present every morning. That's fun. I love Advent. So, before I open the latest Advents, I thought I'd show you progress on my Advent projects because properly put my big girl pants on and caught up yesterday. So this is my woolly paper chain party with the final bits added. So unfortunately got a bit out of sync because I think I'd got up to here and then did all the rest of the days and realised that this one was from day 16 or something, so I've just shoved it on the end. I found it under a pile of things. So it's a bit out of sync, but I don't think it matters because it's pretty anyway. So I will open day 22. I'm also a little bit concerned because I found another parcel that had a different instruction on it that I did not read earlier. Soft. Look at this creamy. Oh, that's beautiful. Creamy, it's very cloudy. What's this one? Cheviot, or Cheviot. I call them Cheviots, but who knows how they're supposed to be. The Cheviot sheep who make this wool live in the Outer Hebrides. But the Cheviots, I think, are normally from the east coast between Scotland and England, that bit up there, the Cheviot Hills, I think. But it's beautiful. Thank you very much. So that's going to be added. I will try and, now I've caught up, keep pace with that. So I will put that over there. Oh yes, I was just mentioning that I found a package at the bottom of the British Breeds Advent which says you need to save certain yarns for this. I didn't see that and I haven't, and all those yarns are now in here, so not quite sure what I was saving them for. But I missed that instruction, so sorry, Alex. And, are you ready for this? Da-da-da! I cranked my friend's Advent socks. There you go. So, even though they're supposed to be scrappy socks, I got a little bit OCD about making sure, not that they matched up completely, but that they were twins, definitely. And I've managed to do that more or less, and I was just doing that by sight, so that's brilliant. So those are all the super colourful ones. And I'm going to use this selection here, which I think were from Catherine's packages, but they're lovely tonals, and I'm going to use those for the heels, toes and cuffs to kind of bring it all together. There are obviously a couple more packages, and I have a slight admission to make. Because I was getting a little bit particular about how I put the socks together, I had a sneak peek in today's Friends Advent, which was from Jenny, to see if it was a stripy one that would go, well within the body of the socks rather than making the heels, toes and cuffs. And it was. So this is today's Advent. This is from Jenny, and it made this beautiful patterned stripe, so I'm really glad I cheated a little bit yesterday. But she also sent me another lollipop and a little progress keeper which says Knitting Diva. It does, I promise it does. So aren't they fun? They are going to be the most fun to take me into the new year, and how lovely to have my legs wrapped up in yarn from all of my friends. It was very interesting doing this. I don't know if you can see from the side, but some of these are slightly thicker than the others. Some of them the machine did not like at all. This wasabi one, that's why this is a bit of a shorter bit. It was very unhappy about it. But you can see the fact that it's got a wavy side kind of indicates that the yarns are all slightly different weights and they all knit up slightly differently. But I really love that, and I found that in other scrappy socks that works really well because it kind of adds a bit of tightness here or there, or they felt at slightly different rates. So yeah, really looking forward to starting to put in the heels, toes and cuffs. Look at that bright one from Katrin that's just screaming out there. Fabulous. Thank you, ladies. The other thing I wanted to talk, so yesterday I was just very busy catching up and doing advent projects, which was really nice. And hopefully today I'll make a start on putting heels, toes and cuffs in them. The other thing I wanted to talk about today was a British breed I don't know if we've spoken about very much, and it was one that was in the advent calendar, but it was one of my catch-up days, so I didn't have a chance to speak about it on that day, and that is Jacob sheep. And Jacobs are another breed that my neighbours own, so I use Jacob yarn a lot for Charlie Button yarns. And here they are on the tea towel, the famous tea towel of breeds. But I will also insert a picture of some of the ladies who very kindly provide me with their fleece each year. And because they're naturally piebald, you get some really lovely colours. So I split the yarn. So this is the natural cream, and you can see it's a little bit heathered. That's because some of the black still makes it in, whatever you do, but it makes a really lovely heathered cream. And this is the very deep charcoaly black. This was the one that came from the jumper that I ripped out. But it makes them brilliant for colour work. So this is the Lancashire winter hat, which is by a friend of mine, Ruth, who is, I think, Ruth Alice, but it's called the Lancashire winter hat on Ravelry, and she designed it using my yarns. This was actually a present for my partner, which is why it's a bit big. But you can see how it works really, really well for colour work, those two. And they're all from the same sheep, which I love. And also I made a pattern which is called the Ghost Stag Mitts. So you can see that's also on Ravelry. But again, it's really fun to play with the different colours. And then also this year I had a little bit blended up as a grey, so the black and the white together. So I have Jacob black, white and grey, which is really, really fun. And they're a beautiful breed. They are named after the sheep from the Old Testament story of Jacob, who took the spotty sheep and kind of grew a flock from them. Some people believe they're descended from that. Some people believe that they just got named that because of the resemblance to it. But they had a bit of a resurgence, I think, because they looked quite pretty on big country estates and things. So and they're quite easy to handle, and they're quite a docile breed. So yeah, you often find them on kind of smaller farms. So yeah, Jacob sheep are some of my favourites, and I thought it would be nice for you to have a brief introduction to them. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with updates on my partner's cardigan, the Cambridge jacket. Didn't do anything on that yesterday. Today's the day. Really cutting it fine now. Thank you as ever for joining me, and I also wanted to thank all my lovely friends who have been so kind and supportive over the past couple of weeks. I received a lovely package from Ange, just to let her know she was thinking of me, which was really sweet, and included a little beautiful heart, which I will show you. So I hope you are all now on the wind down to Christmas, and that you're managing some kind of Christmas, even though all our plans have changed yet again. But take care, stay safe, and see you tomorrow.